Hey, well, I've talked with length with Ghost of Yōtei, and you know what? Ghost of Tsushima was really a game that was kind of like just about there for what I wanted, as far as like the definitive feudal Japan game, which we've needed for so long. But what I've said many times is that what we need a Skyrim but feudal Japan game. Sadly, we have not gotten that. We've got shit like Shadows, Ghost of Tsushima, which is quintessentially the best, so to speak, and a plethora of other feudal Japan games. But my opinion, the feudal Japan game I've always wanted, they haven't made. There's something about like story-driven character, games. They're great. I love The Witcher 3 and that, but I want to just experience that world as myself. I want to be free to do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to follow some main quest. I don't want to have to be this person that the game devs want me to be. I want an experience like Oblivion or Skyrim where I can just do whatever I want. I can be whoever I want. Just give me a character creator and a massive open world full of rich lore and world building to explore. And we haven't got that with feudal Japan. And sadly, with the Ghost series, they were so close to that because of the smash hit of the first game, selling 8.5 million copies. And they fucked it up hardcore with Ghost of Yōtei. Now, they released the State of Play PlayStation trailer the other day, and yeah, this is gonna get that, this is a game where they have literally said, oh, hey, bros, that feudal Japan game you love? Well, now it's a feminist wet dream. And at the center of it all, and I'm about to explain to you what this means, is this fucking chick here, Erika Ishii, who is the most raging feminist and rainbow supporter that you could possibly have. So they've given them fucking keys to the PlayStation technology castle. And what you're slowly starting to see happen is the sentiment towards Ghosts of Yōtei has shifted a lot. And at the helm of it all is Erika Ishii. And I'm telling you, man, if you think that wokeness is extreme, wait till you know about this chick. She is completely and utterly insufferable. She just has the look of, support the current thing, free Palestine. This woman is not going to want an authentic. She's going to love the fact that men are upset about her being in her Ghost series, and she's been through all the circuits, she's been with all the developers, and she's right in there close with them all, looking for their Asian waifu, but her motives in life are to own the chuds, and she just is that person. And I hate to fucking admit it to you, but she's that kind of chick. She's gonna do whatever it takes to have pride flags flying in every single game that we have. So we have a raging leftist who's now being propped up in the gaming industry, probably because she's close with a lot of developers and CEOs of gaming companies. I say close. You probably can word out what I mean. And she has the look on her face that there's gonna be pride flags in every fucking video game from now on. She's that kind of person. So don't. If you're a Ghosts fan who loved the series, and kind of are on the fence about wokeness, don't be surprised when this chick is ruining all your favorite games, because that's what they want to do. They don't give a shit about Ghost of Tsushima. The whole reason she was allowed to do what she did is because she saw all the dude bros who were loving fucking Ghosts of Tsushima, all the chuds, and said, we need to put a fucking stop to that. And the developer at PlayStation Studios were like, sure, what a great idea, So you can see the sentiment on a nearly ratio from the state of play. Now, that is in itself a pretty damning statistic for a new PlayStation release. You'd expect that to only maybe be 60 downvotes, and it's got 6.6 thousand. Clearly insignificant numbers, but it tells you that the overall sentiment towards Ghost of Yōtei has shifted. It is changing. It is, it is going a different way. I'm a trailer presenting a trailer disguised as another trailer, Robert Downey Jr. Announcing an announcement. Brilliant work, PlayStation. So you see how they're hyping this all up. You see how the sentiment towards this is like, okay, Ghost of Tsushima is great, but did we really need one as a woman? You're catering to people who wanted another Ghost of Tsushima game, not a Ghost of Yōtei game. So you see what's happening here. Is that the sentiment is that if you ever feel useless, remember this trailer. Game better be on disc without internet download required BS. Seriously, what the actual fuck? Devs need to stop with these pointless announcement teasers. They're sniffing their own fucking farts here, and then they're saying, oh, look at how Yōtei, Ghost of Yōtei, oh my god. It's like we knew this was coming out. What is in Ghost of Yōtei that we haven't gotten already? Because I guarantee that they are going to just... It's just going to be the same fucking shit as Ghost of Tsushima. Same engine, maybe with a little bit of tweaks. It's like it's like when you're making a Warcraft 3 map, back in the day. You open one map, Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, let's open another map. Oh, Ghost of Yōtei, it's like same editor. They're making the same fucking game, but this time with a woman. And this could have been an email. So they are showing with this PlayStation State of Play announcement, what they're doing is that they're saying that, we know that there's been some loss of sentiment towards this game, and they're trying to throw it at us more. Do you guys think that the hype for this game grants you a trailer of an announcement trailer? Where's the gameplay, bro? Just play Tsushima. Yeah, no shit. Spider-Man on PS4, but it's 007. Look forward to next month's June gameplay. It needs to surpass IEC Shadows. It's the same shit as Assassin's Creed Shadows. They had the engine. It's Ubisoft fucking .exe. They just opened it up and fucking made Shadows, without really even caring at making the game to push their political messages. There's going to be so many political messages about a woman, surpassing a man. And, you don't need, what is his name, Jin from the other one anymore because you've got her, Erika Ishii, and, don't pay attention to anyone else. This is what these people do. These people are infesting the game industry. And the best part is gamers can smell it from a mile away now. Not such a bad ratio there. But really, the sentiment is souring. I've seen a lot of comments on Twitter about people being like, Erika Ishii, we know who she is now. We don't want this. We don't want this person. Why the fuck is she in our game? So, yeah, it's a growing sentiment that PlayStation has completely fucked their marketing up on this. They shouldn't have even released any of this. Number one, they should have never hired this chick to be the fucking main actor, because some of the shit, I'm telling you, some of the shit that this chick has said and done on the sidelines are, just, look at the fucking, she's got the colored hair, she's got the crazy smile. She's just an absolute fucking raging bisexual gargoyle. And that's, is that the person you really want to be playing with for fucking 20 hours? fuck this woman and her stupid, invasion into the industry. Doesn't give a shit about video games, okay? Erika Ishii does not give a shit about gaming. She wants you all to be bisexual and think like her. So they just blue balled everyone. When your boss has a meeting that could have been an email, they're gonna allow us to play as the wolf? I just came up with the most awesome comment. Sorry, best I can do is a raging bisexual feminist. That's a golden comment. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you people is that you're like Assassin's Creed shows, just as woke. Yeah, it's that sad truth in gaming now that they saw the magic of Ghosts of Yōtei. They loaded up the fucking the engine. They made a whole bunch of new areas and assets to explore, and now you got to be a fucking chick. So that, I mean, that's what I'm telling you, people, is that the Ghosts of Yōtei, which is coming out in October, is this another one of these situations where it's like it's coming, we have to hear all this news about it, and it's like the woke and the fucking non-woke are going at it, and it'll come out and it'll do worse than Ghost of Tsushima because of the drama and this bisexual gargoyle Erika Ishii. Look at her fucking face and look at these people. These people would love nothing more for every single white gamer and who likes cool shit to be out of the industry. They're just terrible. They're just terrible people. She's a terrible person, and she's just going to do everything she can to ruin the industry. Trust me. And the best we can do is call them out on their bullshit and say, you know what, these people don't belong in the industry because they don't give a shit about video games. I don't give a flying shit about video games. Look at their face. She's like, haha, I'm in your game now. Fuck you. That's the type of shit that this woman will do. And, that is the kind of agendas that they push. These are the type of people who are trying to ruin gaming forever. The problem for them is that like 95% of gamers don't like this shit and are not going to ever agree with them. So, but you're seeing sentiment towards Ghost of Yōtei change. And you're seeing people saying, hey, wait, the main chick is who? Wait, I thought we were gonna, oh, that's so lame. Now we gotta play as a girl. There's nothing wrong with female leads, There is not, I fucking loved, characters like Tifa and fucking, there's Princess Peach, There's nothing wrong with female characters. But when you take a feminist who's crazy and you put her in charge of a game that was predominantly male driven, that, oh yeah, fuck yeah, man, we get to go around kicking ass in feudal Japan, and now you get to be a woman only. Look at her face. That's the look that she's gonna have on her face. You can't have that. You can't have cool guy stuff. Fuck you. This is the type of shit that these people are after. And I'm telling you guys that this is, do not be surprised if, the sentiment towards Ghost of Yōtei is soured. And these people are really not doing the gaming industry any service. And Ghost of Yōtei was just another one of many attempts, just like Assassin's Creed Shadows, being like, hey, you wanted a feudal Japan game. Well, now you're gonna have to play as a black dude and a woman. Like that's that type of shit that these motherfuckers are trying to get away with, and gamers not having it. Maybe one day we'll get a great feudal Japan open world game. I dream that one day there's a game, maybe an MMO, all of Japan, customize your armor and, do whatever, do whatever you want, be whoever you want, live in feudal Japan, sit down and drink tea and, like this crazy adventure, and we get to, customize our swords and lead these heroic adventures, growing dynasties and like raising armies. But they haven't made it. They have the technology. They refuse to make it. And it's going to take a really, really cool developer to one day come along and say, hey, look, we haven't gotten the best feudal Japan game ever. Let's let people do whatever they want. Go wherever they want. Be whoever they want. If they want to be a barbarian living in the fucking woods, let them live in feudal Japan. But these days, everybody wants to tell their own fucking story, and that's what you're going to get with Ghost of Yōtei. You're going to get a game where they are like, no, this is our story, fuck you. You like Jin, screw you, it's now this chick. And that's pretty fucking sinister if you're a fan of the series. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but I can respect that they at least tried to make the greatest, feudal Japan game a work of art. But PlayStation is dead set on their wokeness, and they just decided to fucking trash this shit. And that's what we got with Ghost of Yōtei, sadly. So yeah, Erika Ishii, she's gonna do everything she fucking can to try and destroy the industry. Just like Veilguard, the freaks who made Veilguard, she is not your friend if you're even slightly a chud. This chick is going to be laughing in your face and talking about feminist propaganda in your video games. So do not be swayed. Erika Ishii is going to fuck all your favorite games up. And maybe some devs along the way. Peace.